Welcome to Selling Colorado. I'm Andrew Muller, and this is my daughter, Katie Muller.
We're the Muller Group Remax of Boulder, and today we're in North Denver in the Highlands neighborhood, one of my favorite neighborhoods in Denver. Today we're going to explore Tennyson Street, which looks a lot different than it used to look when Andrew was growing up.
This was a pretty rough hood.
But nowadays it is a cultural destination with chic boutiques and worldly restaurants.
Because of that, many people are taking their primary residences and turning them into short-term rentals that they can rent while they're out of town.
It's great for locals and visitors alike. So we'll see a short-term rental later today, but for now, let's visit Vital Root, a plant-based restaurant on Tennyson Street. So we're here with Justin, founder and chef of Edible Beats. Thank you so much for having us.
Sure, thanks for having me.
I appreciate it. We love Vital Root in our family. We come here all the time.
Very cool.
So Vital Root says that they're 100% employee operated and owned.
Yes.
What does that mean exactly?
So in February of 2022, we transitioned from a single owner, which was myself, into 100% employee owned. So it's basically an employee stock ownership program. And it basically gives a way for every employee to be part of the growth and the success and the financial worth and wealth of Edible Beats as we continue to grow.
That makes so much sense. I love it. What do you love most about the Highlands and owning a business on Tennyson Street?
Probably the diversity. You know, there's just so many different businesses, so many different restaurants. And I think families, I have two daughters and I like the family vibe of it. It doesn't feel like, you know, too hip that I can't go into the restaurants here. I just love the way the neighborhood's grown. You know, I feel like I'm part of it now because we've been Edible Beats for now 15 years. To see the growth of both Denver and the neighborhood has been really great to see.
So what's in the future for Vital Root? Are you going to be more sustainable, more local, anything to kind of make the area a better place?
Yeah, I think we're constantly trying to be a better steward of the food we get and be a better steward to the community. And so one thing we just did, we bought a 40-foot shipping container and it's converted by a company called Farm Box. And so we have our Beatbox Farms, which is right behind Vital Root, grows 140 pounds a week of greens that make it on our menus, both at Vital and the other restaurants. And we have a great farmer that churns out 3 or 4 different varietals, and we make our own mix called the Beatbox Blend, and that ends up in a lot of the salads that we're eating. And so that, to me, is the first step, is can we grow our own food, and can we grow it 10 feet behind the restaurant, not on the front range or somebody, you know, somewhere down south. That's
what I love about Vital Root is you really can eat so healthy, and you don't have to sacrifice on flavor or variety, and you're doing it sustainably. So I just want to say thank you again for what you're doing. We're here at a short-term rental in the Highlands.
In order for a short-term rental to work, it has to be in a place where tourists want to go. And nowhere in Denver is more exciting than the Highlands neighborhood.
Very true. Let's head on in and delve into some tips and tricks on how to own a short-term rental. If you choose to have a short-term rental like an Airbnb or VRBO, there are some things to keep in mind. First of all, a guest book is a really great thing to have. It can help your guests recount their experiences and offer suggestions to other guests that are staying. A guidebook can also be handy. You can tell guests where to go to a restaurant or things to explore in your area. Anything that you would recommend, including rules for your home or suggestions of things to do, is a great idea to have.
Your kitchen is a vital part of your rental as well. Make sure it has enough items to cook a nice meal, enough space in the fridge for things that people would bring with them, and a few extra treats just to kind of make the place feel homey. You'll also want a secure backstage area for things you'll need to access between guests to refresh your stock, make sure the place is clean and comfortable for the next person to come in.
Unlike when you stay at a hotel, when you're staying at a short-term rental, it's in someone's home. So make it feel that way. Make people feel at home with some extra toiletries or things that they may have forgotten to pack.
A lot of Airbnb patrons are parents or dog owners. Make sure you have a pack and play for the little kids or dog bowls, a few treats for the animals.
Thank you for joining me, Katie Muller, and my dad, Andrew Muller, on today's episode of The American Dream.
And whether you're here to enjoy a nice meal at the Vital Root or take advantage of a short-term rental license, we hope you enjoyed this episode of American Dream TV.
We'll see you next
around.
time.
Cheers.